Welcome to another episode of the Adrienne Ross Show, where sports and culture connect. I don't know if you had an opportunity to see the interview ESPN did with Kelsey Mitchell, but I do recommend it, especially if you're one of those who's kind of wondered, well, how are things between Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell? Something that you probably wouldn't have thought about, except it's kind of been one of the narratives out there that there's not respect between the two of them or not a relationship between the two of them. But I love what you hear from this team all the time. And that is, we know what kind of locker room we have. We know how tight we are. We love one another. I remember last season, as we got into the season and we saw Caitlin and Kelsey just gel, and we were saying, this is the best backcourt in the WNBA. And indeed it was. And then we were waiting to see if Kelsey Mitchell would choose to come back. And we finally heard she's coming back. And we were just like, okay, once again, we want to see the best backcourt in the WNBA. But then this season happened and Caitlin wasn't 100% from the beginning. Kelsey Mitchell came back and her shooting was off. And some people said, well, maybe it was the finger thing from over in China. I don't know, but this wasn't the kind of season that we expected. And then some people took that as, oh, then Kelsey doesn't really respect, Caitlin and all those things that outside noise brings up. But this team has shown us time and time again the respect they have for one another. And yes, that includes Kelsey and Caitlin. And you hear that and you see that in this interview. So I'm going to show you portions of that. And it makes me extremely hopeful that everybody be back, at least not everybody, but the people we want back will be back. And we'll get to see these two play together again, because respecting your teammates translates on the court. And that's why I think the second half of last season, we got to see some really good stuff as the team began to bond and as those two got on that same page. And I look forward to whatever, I don't know what's going to happen next season, the CBA and all that, and free agency and all that. But it's good to hear them just lift up one another now, and then maybe, have an opportunity to see them on the court again together. Anyway, let's get to parts of that interview. It is called Kelsey Mitchell on Historic Night versus Aces and the Fever's Rebuild.
Oh, man, I think a big shout out to the organization taking time to rebuild. I think our draft picks ended up coming big. Lexi Hall was a big draft pick, and then you get Kaylin, and then you get AB. And so you culminate that together with, my experience and having to, go through a couple of things before they got there. I think it was just like a match made in heaven, really, because I was, still at a young age to really, vibe and get to know these players for who they were. And then you bring in Kaylin, who changed the world, changed the dynamic of basketball. And as a friend and as a player, you better appreciate her because, certain doors have opened because she's come to the Fever, and you have to respect that. And I love the teammate and person in her because she's accepted it with so much grace and even welcomed us with open arms to, make this thing happen. So I think it just took a lot of big pieces to make, what it is now.
And this is some of the same things that Kelsey said last season, crediting Caitlin Clark for the opportunities that they have, the eyeballs that they have, her telling her when CC won Rookie of the Year, like, you changed the world, kid, C squared. Just that respect that she has and willingness to acknowledge what Caitlin brings to the table, to the sport, to the league, and to the Indiana Fever. And of course, then to Kelsey Mitchell. She doesn't hold back in showing that kind of respect.
Like, because certainly the world has been focused on her. But what has it been like as a teammate? Because sometimes people are stepping to her, but I feel like you guys are stepping right back in those situations.
I think it's just it's competitive nature, man. You know how it goes. It's just competitive nature. I think that we want to fight to, love on our team and be who we are and respect the game at the same time. So I think it's a lot of just competitive nature at the end of the day.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And look, you guys have been plagued with injuries, including to Caitlin. Yeah. But you have the best sideline in the league, I feel like, right now. What does it mean to get that support during the postseason from the crew?
Oh, man, it's unbelievable. And I think the best part about it is that we have vet experience when it comes to Sydney Carlson, and she's a winner and she's a champion. And then you have people like Caitlin, who's a PG and can pass the ball. And so when I come on the sideline, I get feedback from some of the best players in the league. And so I don't take those moments for granted either, because I feel like it's a chance to see the game in a different route, and I get to talk to them from a level of just them having confidence in me to make plays. So I love it. It's a good experience to have.
Yeah, and it shows the camaraderie that you all have for sure. Now, prior to game one, I saw Caitlin posted she was fined $200 by the league for stepping on the court. So was there like a locker room pool for her there, or did she take?
Let's just stop and read this in case you didn't know this, haven't seen this. Caitlin on social media got fined $200 for this. LOL. Bench mob will be even more rowdy tomorrow. Let's go. Well, she had posted refs can't stop us. And obviously, the refs spend a whole lot of time paying attention to social media. So Caitlin's like, $200. Okay, I'll catch you next time too.
Care that herself.
Man. I'm pretty sure somebody took care of it for her. I love it because as much people don't know this about Caitlin, but she has an unbelievable, funny sense of humor. And so I think the tweet was the tweet, but you just have to know CC to know that it's just nothing but love coming from that kid, and her energy and her effort to just kind of support our team is just her way of doing it.
Well, Kelsey,
I need to do a longer video on this, and I plan to, but I'll just say this. What you heard right there is one of the reasons why I don't pay attention to people who say, oh, Caitlin Clark, they don't need her. Kelsey Mitchell just told you they need Caitlin, even though she's not suited up and she can't get out there and play right now. She's like, when I come off the floor and I go to the bench, I've got people like Caitlin. I've got other people who've been playing this game for a while who are speaking into me and telling me what they're seeing out there and helping to guide me. So as I continue to tell people who miss seeing Caitlin on the floor, Caitlin is a part of everything you see with this team, just like the other players are. And Caitlin, especially as Kelsey Mitchell said, as a PG, as a point guard, she's got the eyes. She's like the coach on the floor when she's on the floor. But now on the bench, as I've been telling you guys so many times, that when she comes back, she's going to be even sharper because she now has an opportunity to step back and watch and take it in. And she's even told us herself how it has enabled her to see things that she never saw before. That is the blessing in disguise that people tried to twist as far as what it meant. So Kelsey's telling you, I'm not doing this without Caitlin. We're not winning these games in that first series without Caitlin, without the other players. We are in this together. That's how it works in sports. Let everybody else talk their noise. That's what the deal is right there. And from the mouth of Kelsey herself. And tonight it's game 2 at the Las Vegas Aces home court. Can the Indiana Fever get this win and go back to Gainbridge up 2-0? It remains to be seen, but I'm looking forward to watching it. If you are in search of a fun, positive, and yes, a little wild place to hang out during the game, of course, I intend to go live for that, and I will catch you then, or I will catch you next time, God willing. God bless you abundantly.